Good morning. It's Thursday, and the market just opened up 7 minutes ago. So there's a gap up. It's going to be a good day trade today. Yesterday was a great day trade. I got out and I had an 80% gain on that. The market didn't go down as far as I wanted it to go, but it's okay. I felt it turning around, and I got out 80% gain. It's not bad. I'm always shooting for at least 100% gain. And that's why I like to get into trades that are 90% sure that it's going to go in that direction, and that was yesterday. And I believe today's going to be that day again. It looks there's a gap up on, I think it's GDP that came out, news reports. And the only time I look at news is just for trading. If there's a gap up, then that's what I look at. Only for that, because of course I don't believe anything that they say. Those numbers are never accurate. And in fact, if anything, they're the opposite of that. So we're looking at the market going up. I'm already pricing out put options for this one. I'm sure this is going to be filled. Like I said before, on gaps being filled, depends on where the market's going. Well, this was not filled here, and not all gaps are filled. But when the market's trending down and you got a gap up, then there's a really good chance that it's going to get filled. And I believe that's what's going to happen today. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty good, really sweet trade today. Like I said, I'm pricing out put options right now. So I'm waiting. Right now, there's a lot of people pushing this market up. Whoever's pushing it up, traders or whatever, it's going up. And once it starts settling down, then that's when I'm going to start getting in. So it looks like this might be a top here. I don't know if the Russell's even going to make it that far. And then the Dow Jones could make it all the way up into this area too before it starts settling down. Only 10 minutes into the trade. So these traders are ramping this thing up. And once it starts to settle down, that's when I'm going to get in. So still a little early. It might be another 20 minutes to an hour. Usually half an hour to an hour, the market starts settling down and finds direction. So again, I always watch all four indexes, see what they're doing. Looks like the Russell's kind of falling behind here, but it still might start picking up. As these start to pick up, the Dow looks like it's leading the way, and the NASDAQ, and also the ES. Especially the Dow, but the Russell's kind of falling behind. So let's see where that goes, and let's see when these markets turn around. Still early in the day, so of course if the market starts coming down, goes down early, then that means eventually it's going to probably turn around and come back up. So you want to give this market plenty of time to come up and bounce around a little bit before it starts coming down, and then it's going to still bounce around because we've got 5-6 hours of trading, so it can't just go down and end the day. It's got to bounce around. And so far as of now, it looks like it's trend down, so I think the trend's more likely going to continue. Of course, this market could come back up. It should probably at least fill before it does that. But again, we'll see what happens with the markets. Like I said, the Russell's kind of falling behind here, so these might start to go down now and then turn around and come back up. So this market can do anything it wants, but pretty much I believe that it's going to fill this gap today. And that's the whole point of it. But I'm still waiting a little bit longer just to see where this market's going. And okay, that's it. So pretty much yesterday was a really good trading day. I made 80% on that. I wanted to make 100. Let's see if today I can make 100, and let's see what where this market's going, and we'll see. Okay, so that's it. Again, for me, this looks like a really good day trade, and pretty much out of most of my positions as far as the longer term positions on the put options. So I'm day trading from this point on, it looks like. Okay, I think that's it. I might hang around a little bit on this video. We'll see what happens. Okay, it's about 20 minutes into this game, and looks like the Dow's still trying to push these other indexes up. And looks like like I said, I'm pricing out some call options, and I see the price and put options, and I see the prices just go down quite a bit. So I think it's getting close to hitting the top. I just checked some Fibonacci lines, and the market's definitely, just like the Nasdaq, has gone past the 38%. So they've already retraced, except for the Russell. Russell doesn't usually retrace that much anyway. But these markets have already retraced, so from the top. So it doesn't need to really go up that much more if it's going to turn around and go down. So this is ideal place for a good short today. You got everything on its side, and especially it's early in the morning and the market's still moving up. So this looks like a really good setup today. It looks like probably another 90% chance it's going to start heading down. Okay, I got some May 100s I'm pricing out right now. I'm waiting for it to get back up there. I believe this market's going to continue. It looks like the Russell jumped on board, and it's at its very high. So I'm guessing these markets are going to go up a little bit more, and then it'll probably hit my my put option. I got a limit order on that. Usually don't put a limit order in, but in this case I will, or I did. And looks like this market might head up a little bit more, and it's going to hit my limit order, and then I'll get in going down. All right, just got filled on my order on May 100s. They're expiring in about 5 days. It doesn't really matter because I'm getting out today. This is a day trade. So once again, I just got filled. Are these markets going to continue up? They could continue up a little bit. It's hitting some pretty good resistance here. Same here. This could go up a little bit higher maybe. And I think the Nasdaq's pretty much done as far as I can see. But either way, I think eventually it's going to turn around and come down. This is going to be a down day. So I've got my put options. My order was just filled right now. So let's see where this market goes. Okay, so it's over half an hour into this game. Looks like the market, maybe it's come up close to its top, but like I said, I just bought in going down. So even if it pops up one more time, I'm still staying in my position, because I'm very sure, like 90%, that it's going to come down and fill this gap. And so, yeah, so anyway, I did buy May options, May 100s. I didn't buy, they're called regulars as opposed to weeklies. And I'll buy the weeklies too. I usually don't buy the weeklies if I'm going longer term, but this is going to be expired in 5 days. So the reason why I bought the 5 days as opposed to maybe a 2-day or 1 day is because, not because of volume and open interest, because it's always there when you're trading the SPYs. So there's no problem with that. I bought them because they were, I always buy options that are at the money or in the money, always. And so I want to get a good price. And sometimes there's a big price difference, you know, between one strike price and the other. And if I can find something that's anything close to how much money I want to put in, then I'll trade that. You know, I'll wait for that to come to me. I never go to it. I always want it to come to me. So if it's not happening and I don't get a good feeling from that, then I'm just not going to trade it. Very important to note that every trade I make, it has to feel really good. It has to feel like I made the right decision, as opposed to just guessing and thinking the market's going to go in a certain direction. And yeah, I'm not always right, but I like to be in a 90% chance that it's going to happen. And that's a good feeling. And especially in these markets, you just don't want to be hoping or guessing. You want to feel that you're right. Even if you're not right, you still want to have that good feeling. And as you build that as a condition, then eventually your rights are going to become more rights. You know, they're going to be in the 90% range. Okay, I don't want this video to get out too long, so I'm going to pause this for a while. Let's see where this market goes. Okay, 45 minutes into the game. It looks like the market popped up again here. So that was not the top for the ES. And it looks like the Dow Jones is going up. Same thing with the Russell. So it looks like it's going up. And yes, I am actually taking a loss. You know, it's all on paper, of course, because it's not a loss until you sell. But it's still early. Like I said, usually in the first half hour, the market's got to find direction. So, yeah, I mean, like I said before, this market can pop up a little bit higher and eventually come down. But it's got a pretty big gap to fill. Usually when they're tiny gaps, small gaps, they don't usually fill. But this is a pretty big gap. So let's see where this market goes. And also, surprisingly enough, the money that I am losing, because I did buy earlier, is not very much. It's actually very little. So that's showing that a lot of these people that have bought put options are still piling on right now. And it's still keeping that value of that put option in place. So I'm thinking that, you know, there's more and more people buying puts, so they're believing also this market's going to turn around. And also keep in mind that sometimes the market does have one more spike up like it did yesterday. If you saw my video, I said I'm going to wait for the market to go up one more time and then come down. That's what it did. It did a spike and it came down, and then I got in, and that could be what this is about right here. Okay, a little over an hour into this game, and it looks like the market tried to go up one more time. Definitely the NASDAQ did, and the Dow not so much, and the Russell's just not having it. It looks like it's starting to head down now. So I think this is going to start dragging these indexes down. NASDAQ's still pushing up a little bit more. So let's see where this market goes. Okay, an hour and a half into the game, and market looks like it's starting to settle down now, and looks like the Russell might start heading low. So let's see what happens at this point. I'm going to end this video now, and I might do a market recap, a midday recap later on, and when I sell, because I am selling today no matter what. Okay, so I'm ending this video. Talk to you guys soon.